Hey there, Gabriel Barafato from GB Voice Academy, your accent reduction coach to help you get closer to mastering the American accent. Isn't it amazing when you see these American movie actors doing interviews and you realize, wait a minute, they're not American. They've been faking the American accent this whole time. Well, there's a method behind this technique, and I'm going to share that with you on this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so you get access to all of these videos to help you get closer to mastering the American accent. And all this can be found in my 5-star best-selling accent reduction course, and I'll leave the link to it below. Please remember, in order for all this information to stick, you need to follow me throughout this whole video, because at the end, I'm going to put together all of these pieces that I'm teaching you in one grand finale so it sticks with you. So let me ask you this. Think of right now your favorite American song, the top song that you love, that you sing all the time in the car with your friends. Now, I bet you any money you can sing that song seamlessly. All the right lyrics, all the right sounds, with no mistakes. Why is that? Yet when we try speaking it, we come into trouble. Every song has an underlying rhythm that is easy for the brain to process. We are all musical. We are all imitators. Doesn't matter if you have no rhythm or if you can't dance. So there's no way I can't sing or dance. It's not in me. It is in you. We all love music. We are all familiar with our favorite tune. Well, it's the same thing with this technique I'm about to share with you. So, like any dance move, we need to learn it slow, so we're able to find that pace, and then eventually you speed up the rhythm to get it into real time. I'm gonna create a sort of like a crime drama script that you and I could work on this video, and we're gonna implement this technique, so stick with me. Now, as I read this to you, I want you to really pay attention to the rhythm. Listen, if you wanna get the system into place, we need to move fast. I'll repeat that. Listen, if you wanna get the system into place, we need to move fast. Now, I said that in regular time. Let's slow that down and really start identifying the pattern. So I'll do it slow. Listen, if you want to get this system into place, we need to move fast. You hear that rhythm? You can literally dance to it. Ba, ba 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 ba. It's just like if you were learning a song or a rap. Okay, let's do it again. Speed it up just a tad. Listen. If you want to get this system into place, we need to move fast. So you notice that we're emphasizing certain words and we have pauses in certain areas. Listen, pause. If you want to get the system into place, if you want to get the system into place. So those words that we're emphasizing is like the downbeat to our sentence. Listen. If you want to get the system into place, you need to move fast. So when we have those words that we're emphasizing, it's easier to identify that rhythm because it's like sort of like the anchor of the sentence. Listen, if you want to get the system into place, we need to move fast. Good. Now, pronunciation-wise, if you look at it like a song, don't break it down and start analyzing, well, where's my tongue supposed to be, and blah, 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 blah. Just imagine you're listening to your favorite singer and you're in the shower singing along. Let's do it again, a little faster. Listen, if you want to get the system into place, we need to move fast. It's becoming a song. You can literally hum it. Ba 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 ba. Excellent. Let's do it in real time. Listen, if you want to get the system into place, we need to move fast. Now, is that etched in stone? Is that the only way we could say the sentence? No, there's various different ways. It all depends on what you, the reader, want to emphasize. Or you ask them, well, how do I know what the rhythm is? Watch American television. Listen to a sentence. Pause. Repeat that rhythm. Slow and then eventually fast. Don't worry about pronunciation. All right, let's go to the next one. How do you expect us to do that with such limited resources? So let's do it very slow and identify what words we are emphasizing to help us anchor in that rhythm. How do you expect us to do that with such limited resources? You hear those words? How do that limited resources? You're starting to hear that rhythm, right? Let's speed it up. How do you expect us to do that with such limited resources? Let's do it in real time. How do you expect us to do that with such limited resources? Excellent. And what you're going to start noticing is that these patterns can be interchangeable. How do you expect me to talk to you if you're never listening? There is an underlying pattern to everything I'm teaching you that could be implemented in other things you're saying. So as we do these, pause and try to come up with your own with that same rhythm. Have that rhythm as a template, if you will, that you could then add on to. So your brain will start identifying those rhythms in the song. So what you read will be like your favorite American song. Good, moving forward. I hired you to find solutions, not shed light on the obvious. Let's break that down slowly and identify the anchor words. I hired you to find a solution, not to shed light on the obvious. Do you hear that? Ba 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 ba. Let's pick up the speed a bit. I hired you to find a solution. Pause. Not shed light on the obvious. Yeah? Let's pick up the speed on that. I hired you to find a solution, not shed light on the obvious. Good. Don't sweat about pronunciation. That should come to you. If you've been following my YouTube channel and doing the exercises that I have to help you be able to work through these targets along with this system, this should be a piece of cake. I hired you to find a solution, not shed light on the obvious. Good pattern recognition, fantastic. Couple more, and then we're gonna go to the grand finale at the end, so stick with me. I'm gonna say it fast, then we break it down and identify those anchor rhythms. I could only work effectively with the right tools. All right, let's break that down. I could only work effectively with the right tools. You see those anchor words? I could only work effectively with the right tools. Speed that up. I could only work effectively with the right tools. Good. Let's put it into real time. I could only work effectively with the right tools. Excellent. Again, we can get this pattern and implement it to another kind of sentence. Listen, I could only walk the dog if it's not raining. I could only get you ice cream if you do your homework. See how there's a similar pattern? The more you do this, the more your body will identify these patterns and start implementing them all of a sudden, and you'll be like, whoa. All right, last one. I'll do it in real time, then we slow it down. Well, time to get creative. Slow that down and find the anchor rhythms. Well, time to get creative. You hear that pause? Well, time to get creative. Let's do that in real time. Well, time to get creative. Excellent. Now, let's put this all together. Slow first. Let's remind ourselves of those rhythms, and then we're gonna do it into real time, okay? Listen. If we want to get this system into place, we need to move fast. How do you expect us to do that with such limited resources? I hired you to find a solution, not shed light on the obvious. I could only work effectively with the right tools. Well, time to get creative. Starting to sound like that familiar song, right? Good. Let's do it again. A little faster, but not quite into real time. Here we go. Listen. If you want to get the system into place, we need to move fast. How do you expect us to do that with such limited resources? I hired you to find a solution, not shed light on the obvious. I could only work effectively with the right tools. Well, time to get creative. Good, let's do it in real time. Listen, if we want to get the system into place, we need to move fast. How do you expect us to do that with such limited resources? I hired you to find a solution, not shed light on the obvious. I could only work effectively with the right tools. Well, time to get creative. Excellent. Now, here's something that I want you to do. Watch American television. Pause a phrase or a sentence. Identify the rhythm and repeat. But you have to identify the anchor words, words that are emphasized to help guide you through that rhythm. Here's a challenge I want from you, okay? I want you to use this script that I gave you with the exact same rhythm, but implement another sentence like we were talking about earlier. So create a whole entire new script, but with these same rhythms into place. And you're gonna find that it's so interchangeable. These patterns are quite common. And the more American television you watch, the more your brain is going to start identifying it and implementing it, along with all the pronunciation videos I have on this channel that we need to work out on a daily basis to teach our muscles to create an effective and reliable American accent that will be with you, regardless if you're public speaking, talking socially, on the phone, or on Zoom. And thanks so much for tuning in. Below I have a link to all of my 5-star best-selling communication courses that are changing the lives of literally millions and helping them get that closer to mastering the art of communication. Also follow me on my social media links, so I have other ways to getting my information to you.